slowing down anytime soon. Up next. Slowing down anytime soon. Up next. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Rain Man. Adebayo is out there with Butler. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Hero in at the 2. And for the Spurs, sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Money out there with Collins, and it's Graham in at the point guard. With the All-Star game approaching, Brent, there are plenty of deserving players, but as we know, there are only 12 coveted spots for each roster.
And Kevin, get ready for all the snub talk that we hear every year. It comes along. Like rain in spring. But if you could see the league expand the rosters, maybe to 13, maybe even 15 players, maybe some of that would go away. Not all of it, but maybe some.
And finish off by Collins.
Good job attacking to the rim right there from the big man, Collins.
Here's Rain Man, covered by Johnson. Rain Man with the bucket.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
On offense, here are the Spurs. There's the pass to Money. Pass to Johnson. And stolen by Butler. Ball stolen. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the dunk by Graham.
It's all about the speed from Devontae Graham. You can't catch what you can't see.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
San Antonio again turning it over. Pass to Rain Man. Count it, good. Rain Man's got 6 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the foul is called. They intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Vassell from outside off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So it's Miami now. They lead by 4. Right.
Okay.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor.
Heat on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Pull-up jumper. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Collins. Chalk up 2 there. Collins has got his second bucket tonight.
Collins with a good read there and laser focused on where he could get to collect the offensive board.
From 15 feet away, and there's another one for the Heat.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 6. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Now here's Graham. Last time out, he had 13 points.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Close the alley-oop for San Antonio. They've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Vassell. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. And here's Miami. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
Not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler. He does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning.
Now, here's Collins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
Martin's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And so it's San Antonio with it. 6-point game. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Heat have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Outside, Martin. Butler passes to Martin. Back to Butler. Here's Rain Man. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shot clock at 6.
San Antonio foul. Sohan. First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Rain Man's got 14 points for the game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. This is their second meeting with this team. The first one didn't go as well as they'd like, so this time around, they're going to try to close the lane off, push drivers and slashers as far away from the basket as possible. See how that goes, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Miami?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
They've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Here's Rain Man following the bucket by the Spurs. Passes to Martin. Here's Rain Man, covered by Vassell. Here's Ray, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far, that's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And that one misses. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. That's tipped. Hero with it. Jones covering. And it's the Heat on the break. Martin with the ball. Outside Butler. Outside Hero. And there's the pass to Ray. 4 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Now Jones from deep three-point range. And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Here's Hero. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Jimmy Butler. Robinson is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Rain Man. And it's Adebayo in its center. Count that one. And here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. That's the money. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And with every season, Brad, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
For Miami, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
On the free throw, no good. Spurs trail by 12. Here's Vassell, and he jams it with authority.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Here's Ray. Bangs on the trifecta. Rain Man's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that one drops for him.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
It's deflected. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Collins. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Collins has got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist from Hero. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 9 points. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The Heat leading by 7. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that one, good. And that's now 27 points for Rain Man.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And the shot goes in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Ray. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Johnson, right side. 1:51 left in the first half. Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Ray. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And now an 11-point Miami lead. Out to the right wing. To the paint. In transition, here comes Miami. Jones with it. Picked up by Hero. And Robinson with a clear path to the basket. Miami. Again, turning it over.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Devontae Graham's checked in for the Spurs. Caleb Martin's checked in for the Heat. Graham surveying the floor. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Substitutions are your Spurs. Sohan. Brano.
Wala nang dumating. Kaya Emin dumating.
There's a minute left in the second quarter.
Antay mo na lang.
Pass to Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson with it. Butler covering. 13 feet away. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Heat leading by 11. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Spurs ball.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Sohan, defended by Butler. Pass to Graham, 6 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Money, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3 quarters here in the second quarter.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Now here's Graham. Not a lot of room. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
7 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Money, and he dunks it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And so we conclude the first half. Heat lead by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Heat, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
Well, it's never fun. You're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that's a wrap.
is threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Rainman.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Money out there with Collins, and it's Graham in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. You know, we have to see that great mobile one drive one more time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
Miami leading by 13. Robinson kicks to Hero. The pass to Ray. Back to Hero. And stolen by Graham. Here's Vassell. Money. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
From deep. It's not going to go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Pass to Ray. From past the arc. Good on the triple. Rain Man's got the lead up to 14 now for Miami.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Vassell, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there's the drive. And it's Graham missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Deflects the pass. Miami again turning it over.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Spurs trail by 14. They get a hand on it. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Redman. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Vassell. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Johnson, the pass to Graham. To the inside. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
The ball goes to the away team.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Rainman. He's guarded by Johnson. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Spurs trail by 11. Poked away. In transition, here comes Miami. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Tyler Hero.
Rain Man's got 40 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Johnson, a wide open look. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Rain. Again, the Heat good for 2.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Graham with the bounce pass. Rolls up from the corner. And that one hits back iron.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shot.
And a couple years ago, the NBA played with a 72-game schedule. Think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line, and we see guys elevated in that element.
2 minutes.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Puts it up for Adebayo. That shot off the mark.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And some changes here for the Heat. Thomas Bryant is checked in for Adebayo. And it's Hampton for Hero. There's 1:38 left in the third. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Spurs ball.
.135 left in the third. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Martin. Passy, the pass to Graham. Will it go? San Antonio again missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Loses his grip and clenches the alley-oop jam. Clock at 6. Hampton passes to Ray. And that one is hammered home.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
To the wing on the left. Graham gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Graham's got 5.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Miami?
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's McDermott, and finished off by McDermott.
McDermott putting it down, maybe surprising the defense a little bit, but showing some mobility getting to the rim.
Pass to Rain Man. .27 seconds left in the third quarter, and that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And so Graham will bring it up for the Spurs. 17-point game. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by the Heat. They led the game at 1 point by 20. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And so Miami again turning it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Trey Jones.
Doesn't go that time. And so it's Miami out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Nobody holds the ball, not even South.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Heat, Main Man is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Butler at the four slot.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Rain Man, covered by Vassell. Here's Ray. He got it again. Sensational. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Knocks it loose. Passes it to Butler. The three from Johnson. Rebound by Rain Man. Miami leading by 17. Floats it up for Butler. Money with the rebound. Money's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jones, and he banks in the layup. Jones has got his first points of the night.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Here's Ray. It's good. Rain Man's got 53.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
To the middle. And Bryant kicks to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Ray. And another basket for Miami. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Collins checked in for the Spurs. Devontae Graham comes in for Jones. Heat also with the shot. Heroes checked in for Caleb Martin. Basket good. 14 points for Money.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now let's check in with DA to see how Bam Adebayo's doing. David.
Kevin caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Heat. He said that the issue is a thigh cramp, and it's cause for concern, as oftentimes it's difficult to quickly recover. You don't want to hear this news, as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing. Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's Johnson. Here's Collins. And he lays it straight in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Heat leading by 17. Hero kicks to Robinson. Loads it up for Adebayo.
Yeah, a fourth turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Adebayo. Down low, stolen by Collins. In transition, here come the Spurs. Knocked away. Butler with the steal. Adebayo finds Robinson. Back to Adebayo. Here's Rain Man. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
At the line for the away team, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Spurs trail by 18. He kicks it to Johnson. Here's Graham. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Well, Heat leading by 18. Here's Ray. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Ripped away. And the pass to Butler. The dish to Robinson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength. for Miami.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rain Man.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebounder.
Right, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rain Man.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Carter Williams, the pass to Wesley. Bradley with the ball. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Substitution for the away team, Jovic.
Six to shoot. Here's Carter Williams. Rebound by the Heat. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Driving in. Here's Wesley. Rebounded by Hampton. Bell with it. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. Fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Duncan. Great shooting night tonight. What is the mindset when you're on like that?
I just try to be aggressive, do my job. My teammates encourage me to shoot. Coaching staff encourages me to shoot, so I just try to go out there and just be aggressive.
Well, the basket looked big tonight, I'm sure, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.